tricky, this one.
I'm stumped.
I'm finding it rather difficult to know what to do. Oh, hello. Welcome to Smart Heart.
Yes, we're back with more ideas and clips from Tony's library.
Well, are you ready to draw the theme?
I suppose I'll have to
Come
be.
on then. 30 seconds, as usual. Say when.
And we're off. Right. There with that. It's got a bit big.
Mine's gone all haywire.
That, and then I've just got the final 5 seconds to go. Phew! I'm sorry about that.
I should think so too. Well, this little man has come to the end of a bumpy road, and of course he is highly relieved.
As is my little man, who's highly relieved he's just found the toilet.
Yes.
So the theme this week is relief. But what exactly is relief?
Well, relief in art is anything that's raised up off a surface. Mm. Sawdust is wood, after all, and it can be dyed to any colour you like. It looks like this when you've done it. See? I'm going to make a picture with it. I'm going to use one of these gum sticks. Start off with a bit of a circle like that. And we shall take some of the yellow sawdust from here. Sieve it gently. A little goes a very long way, I may say. And we can save lots of this sawdust because we put it in a place up here on the newspaper and let it off like that. All gone? There we are. We've started. Now we shall do something else. Up here. And I think we'll use the reddish colour. Actually, it's got bits of all sorts of other colours in it too, so it's rather a strange colour. We'll call it red. We might want quite a bit more of that. And here it goes. Oh, doing nicely. We'll cover that beautifully. And same again. Off with that there. Ready for chipping? Here we go. And back here. Last bit coming up. Bigger one. And what should we have for that? Oh, we've only got one colour left. Got to be green. Didn't need much there. And a nice position for that. Right. And there we are. Portrait of a girl with red hair and green eyes. And if you'd like to make something a little bit more complicated than that, take a little care and longer over it, you could do something reasonably complicated, like my fish.
Tony, the sawdust worked really well on the glue there, but can I make a relief drawing?
Yes, yes, you can. The best thing to use to make the relief first is something like this.
Ah, like a carton from your Chinese takeaway.
Exactly. You can cut it with the kitchen scissors and then smooth it out like I've done here.
So you've got a section like that.
That's it. That's it. Now, what you need is this, which is called a stylus. It looks exactly like a pencil.
It does.
Well, it's an all-wood pencil, you see. It doesn't have a lead at all. And that's what I'm going to do to work on here.
Okay.
In the end, it will be a relief. And here we go.
Do you have to press on hard?
Quite hard. Well, you can see this is just a little sort of logo type thing. And I've made an impression on this side. But when I turn it over, that is relief.
You've got the bumps on it.
You can feel them, can't you? We can take an impression from that.
You can take a rubbing from it.
Yes. Yeah, that's quite a good rubbing light, huh? There.
Lovely. I'm going to have a go
Good
on this
for you.
piece of foil. Just keep it simple, as I usually do. A square there. Gosh, you have got to press hard, haven't you?
Yes.
No. I bet you don't know what this is yet. Hang on. If I do
Yes,
this.
it's, oh!
Aha!
I thought it was just a box. No, I see exactly
No.
what it is.
And if I do 3 down there, 1, 2, 3, and 1 at the top. If there were 2 of them, it'd be some dice. But 1 on its own, it's just a die.
Yeah.
Has that worked? Oh, yes!
Yes!
Let me see how well it's worked. Let me do a rubbing. Okay. Oh, brilliant.
Oh. Stop. You'll overdo it. Lovely. Lovely.
Oh, I like that. That's come out really well,
It
hasn't
certainly has. Now, I'll show you another way of making a relief picture.
Oh.
Get that out of the way.
it? Okay.
This tube is actually called relief. And watch.
Oh, you just use it like a tube of toothpaste. Yeah.
Exactly that, yes.
So what happens? Does it leave a raised surface?
Yes.
Okay.
It takes a little time to dry, but you can do this, and you see how thick it is. It is literally standing up in relief.
And can you get these in art shops?
Yes, yes. Very popular nowadays. You get them in different colours too. Well, there you are. Now, that's going to take a bit of time to dry. But I got one here that is dry.
Aha!
Yes. Well, feel that.
Oh, yes.
Now
it's a
try and
really
get a relief off it.
bumpy surface there. Okay.
Get a rubbing off it.
I'll put that on there. Paper over the top. Crayon. And it works. Look at that. Hey, that's come up really well,
Yes,
hasn't
we've
it?
done some fun things today, I think. So, either with the foil or with the relief, you could set about making some rubbings for yourselves, couldn't you?
Tony, you'd be quackers not to.
Oh, splendid. Quackers. Have you, I wonder, seen one of these? Glitter paint in a tiny little plastic bottle, and you pipe it out onto whatever you want to pipe it out on. The best thing, of course, is a dark background. Then it shows up very, very well, like that. Now, this is silver glitter paint, and as it dries, it gets brighter and brighter. And I rather suspect that you have, by now, worked out what it is that I'm making. It's a web, of course, and so many insects get caught in a web. I've even seen wasps caught in a spider's web, let alone flies and other tiny little flying insects. But the interesting thing is that the spider is not an insect. He's an arachnida, got 8 legs. We all seem to think, oh, I don't like spiders, horrible insects, but they're not insects. So there we are. We've all learnt something. And I'll just finish off the way in which he weaves his web. And then we'll do something a bit more exciting. There we are. Spider's web piped on there. Now, that, as it dries, gets very hard. Something else happens. The background that I've got here has green ink on the black background. You can see that, can't you? You can see a nice bit of green down there. I'm going to take that away, put this one on, because it's hardened and it's dry now. And if I move it about, it ought to catch the light for you. And we can see very well that it really is a rather lovely thing. Now, it has another advantage. Because it's dry, and we can actually feel it through that flimsy paper, we can make a rubbing, which I shall now proceed to do. You could use any sort of wax crayon to do this, any colour. Black shows up, of course, extremely well. In fact, I'm not using wax crayon, I'm using something called heel ball, which is the stuff you use to make a brass rubbing. It's awfully good and well worth getting hold of a piece, and it will last you for ages and ages. Now I think we'll draw a spider in our web. And he's constructed like this. He would have a little tiny head, and those two little pieces that come there. And because he's not an insect, he doesn't have three parts to his body. He has a head and he has an abdomen, which also acts as a thorax as well. And how many legs does he have? Just so. Well, there are two of them. Now he has four. Coming down. 6. And 8. And there is our little spider. Well, you try using that glitter paint. I think you'll have a great deal of fun with it.
Tony, look at this. I'm really enjoying working with this foil. A cake.
Not another cake.
Another cake.
Really?
And another one.
We'll have some more ideas for you next time.
See you again on Smart Heart.
Bye.
Oh, it's making me hungry.